before we even get started, everybody, just shout out to Misfits and our all women's event coming on April 7th, 10 to 12. Like I already stated, we gonna be in the kitchen cooking for y'all ladies. Hey yo,
pregnant with swollen ankles, making y'all steaks.
Yeah,
I won't be there.
Is it steaks? What is being cooked?
I don't know. You just said they were grilling, so I assume steaks.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out for the next podcast.
Either
We'll
way,
put it out because we got one more. Also, shout out to April 1st. This is not a joke. Although this is airing on April 1st, this is not a joke. Women's class on April 7th.
Yeah, and either way, they're getting free food.
Yeah.
I pull up.
Man, you know, tacos, free tacos.
You know, hey, look.
Do they got tacos?
Look, I don't know.
I don't know. April 7th, Misfits, women's only class, 10 to 12. All right, let's dive into this episode, man. Let's get into this. Let's woo. What's up, everyone? Thank you for tapping into this week of My Jiu-Jitsu Academia. And you know what it is. I'm your host, JaySin Matlock.
You know, my co-host, Devontae, DJ.
Yeah.
You know, legendary one.
Legendary Devontae Jones, a.k.a. DJ Burns, out of North Carolina State, number 30, putting away them mother chuckers.
I wish I had that sauce, bro. But you told me, I was like, who's he talking about? I looked him up. Buddy is nice.
He's clean.
That's the nicest fat boy with a basketball, says Escalade and one.
Man. Why didn't you play basketball? Why wasn't that never your sport? Because I know you rock with it. Like, but I'm saying you went to college for football and not basketball. So what determined that for you?
I was just way better at football than basketball.
Makes sense.
I'll be real. I used to play with my friends. I played until high school. I got cut from my high school team, and then I just decided to focus on football. I played street ball and like basketball tournaments with my friends, but. For being real, man, your boy can't dribble. I can shoot. I can play defense. I'll block shots all day, but I can't dribble, and that's an integral part of the game. But yeah, that's it, man. No. But low key, I think I've always liked basketball more than football. Okay. Like I'd rather watch a basketball game than a football game.
Honestly, I feel the same way. I'm starting to like really enjoy watching basketball more than I am football.
Football, for me, the more I understood it, the less I liked watching it.
Why?
I don't watch it with like when I go watch the game with like people or like they're like they ask questions to me that are dumb questions like, oh, why would you run the ball there? Like, there's a lot of reasons.
It's an odds game. Odds.
It's an odds game. Most offensive playbooks are setting up shit for down the line, so we're gonna run this same bullshit play 10 times in a row, and then whenever we run at the 11th, they're gonna be like, "Oh, he's trying this shit again," and then boom, over the top.
In the same way in martial arts, we're gonna throw this 1-2, 1-2 to see how you're gonna react, and you're gonna react the same way for the 11th time. But that 12th time, I'm gonna throw a 1-2-3, caught you with a left hook.
Yeah, and it's like it's whenever you feel the defense on in both ends. Whenever you feel the defense, like, oh, you're doing this shit again, and then bang. Yeah. You know,
not to downplay. You know what I mean? Not to downplay. Setting up something in martial arts is not that easy, but
it's not that easy, but it is.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like the execution of it's not easy, but what you're trying to do, the concept of what you're trying to do is.
Yeah.
You know, the technique, no. The concept, yeah. You know.
Yeah. Speaking of martial arts, man, did you get a chance to check out that Roadhouse movie, bro?
No, as a early in his career, I was an avid Conor fan, and these last few years have kind of made me not.
That's why I'm shocked you didn't check it out. It's your boy. You always like Conor this, Conor that. Conor's the greatest of all time.
I never said that because I don't even believe that. I don't even believe that. Look, it's Anderson Silva, and it's not close.
Anderson,
that's my goat. That's
really?
my goat.
Over John Jones?
John Jones is the best fighter of all time, bro. But why I say Anderson Silva?
Mighty Mouse.
I'm not even gonna argue that, bro, because Mighty Mouse is cold. Mighty Mouse is cold, bro, and like the weights, the size and the weight is so drastic. It's hard to really say. But for me, Anderson Silva, Conor McGregor would have never had the chance to make the UFC blow up the way it did if it wasn't for Anderson Silva.
Okay.
That 12 or 13 fight win streak that he was on where he was just knocking dudes out one after the other after the other. That was the beginning. That was when everyone's focus like shifted. It was Anderson Silva and GSP first, and then Conor McGregor just got on and talked shit, knocked 3 or 4 people out, turned Hollywood.
Yeah. Turned Hollywood. I think he was Hollywood the whole time.
You're saying he's a plant?
No. Whoa.
Say that to his face.
Hey, we're not getting into that. I mean, we might need to. That Diddy stuff is wild, bro.
Oh yeah,
straight banana
no
sandwiches.
Diddy, no Diddy.
Yeah, kids switch that up now. No Diddy now.
Yeah.
He ain't even. What happened to innocent until proven guilty? Like he's not even.
Look, bro. Cat Williams said it in that comedy special years ago about Michael Jackson. He said niggas don't say the same thing about you for 20 years and it not be true, bro.
Yeah, but Diddy, like no one. Okay, I will say the one conspiracy theory about Diddy that has been ongoing for 20 years is that he got Pac killed.
I believe he got both of them killed, Pac and Biggie.
Why Biggie? I was talking about this with my lady. I could be on the same line with you. I'm just curious. Why Biggie?
To me, it just makes sense. He was getting ready to leave. Who else did people listen to from Bad Boy back then? And when he left, if he would have left alive, he's taking all his rights with him.
Right, yeah.
You know? And like Mace was a good rapper, but he wasn't gonna.
Nah, and you see Mace is like he's a preacher now. He's like, yo, he's like, I'm far away from that Diddy stuff, but don't even come to talk to me
He
about
seen
it.
everything Diddy was doing, and he said, hey, I'm out.
We out.
I'm out, yeah.
You know, praise be to Allah, you know.
So if I doubt, you know, but if Diddy ever see this, fuck you, buddy. It's about time.
I mean, like, you know what? I will straight up say, fuck anyone who's a sex trafficker, child trafficker, rapist, all like. I'm not even gonna go on because that's how I feel. You know, we know what it is. We know what public opinion is, and we know what the right thing is.
What we should do is we should hang them and let Muay Thai fighters use them for kicking practice, and then let them go back to their cell.
Bro,
this is the daily occurrence.
Bro, I don't even want to talk about the torture things we should do to like child molesters, bro. I feel like skinning should be a punishment. And I know that sounds a little messed up.
Too quick.
But like skinning?
They're gonna die right after that. Too quick.
No. You don't skin them all the way right away. Like you over time, take piece by piece.
Oh, like they did to Reek in Game of Thrones.
Yes, bro. You gotta
he deserved that shit too.
You torture someone, like you break them to the point that they don't even know what left, right, up, down is, bro. At least that's my theory. Not that I've ever tortured anybody. I know nothing about torture. I just watched a lot of movies and have theories and ideas. But you get what I'm saying? Like you watch enough movies, you can compile an idea of like, man, if I was going to torture someone, you don't ever do that? Bro, big facts. All right, so in the world,
I do and I don't.
You don't ever play the game like What If? I play this game me and my lady play this all the time, and I've been playing this since I was whatever. What if the world ended right now? What if 2020 happened, right? What if when everything, stores were on fire and stuff and all that stuff, what if it never went back, right? This is the concept of like where movies come from. People are just playing the what if game. So I just play a what if game.
So if that's the what if you're asking me, I'll tell you right now, America would be ran by the physically fit and physically opposing. What law is there to stop them? You know what I mean? And these people usually roll in groups. They've already kind of naturally selected who's the hierarchy. So, like Vegas would be ran by the UFC dudes.
So you're saying jiu-jitsu dudes, martial artists, we running this shit. I'm
not even saying like necessarily them. Like if you go out to Texas, the dudes who have the biggest guns, they're gonna run that. Big facts. You know?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what's gonna happen at that point.
And it will come down to whoever's willing to do what they have to do to survive, because throughout history, that's all it's been. A bunch of savages, as they say.
Yes, sir. But that's just kind of, and it's funny that you say that, because just the way my mind is and the way the world is right now, I feel like that's a real, very real thought that people have to start thinking about.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the world's getting kind of crazy.
That's why, I mean, I told you, I've said it before. This is why I started jiu-jitsu, is because I realized I'd always say, man, if that time ever come, I'll be ready. I'm there. I'll be ready. Yo, I'm not ready. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just not.
I think for the most part, from like a self-defense standpoint, I'm like approaching ready. I don't think I am ready, but I'm approaching ready. I know how to use guns. I know all that stuff, but it's the big one that people aren't ready to think, and it's kind of hard to say if you're ready or not, is like the mental aspect of it. And you have to think, how well can you survive? Like how well and how long can you get along by yourself?
Yeah.
You know, and that's the most important stuff.
Because, I mean, you might have to be by yourself.
Yeah.
Because if your lady die, your friends die, you just...
You know, but yeah, it's the truth. Like, it's I Am Legend.
Yeah.
He's a blind man guided by faith, walking around.
Hold on, no. That was Book of Ezekiel. Book of Eli.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking for.
I was like, whoa,
My bad. We were talking about trash movies that were overrated at work yesterday.
Book of Eli?
No. Book of Eli's goated. I Am Legend.
Okay.
I Am Legend overrated.
Why? No. That movie is great. It's good. Tell me why.
So it's like this. Out of all the apocalypse movies and stuff, is that the one you're picking first? What about second? What about third?
I don't know which the first one I'm picking is, but I do know it is.
Book of Eli's one.
I guess I don't know. Will Smith. Speaking, man, you know what? Speaking, and I'm gonna go off topic here real quick. They're doing another Bad Boys, bro, and 13-year-old me would be like, "Yeah, let's go."
I don't even like the last
36-year-old me is like, "Yo, bro, the last one was garbage. Like you said, they should let it die." And then now.
So in story writing, I love whenever in stories they kill off important characters. I love it in anime. I love it in stories. The only thing they did in the last one that got me out when they killed their boss, when their boss got sniped. That's when I was like, let's go.
I don't think did he get sniped in the movie?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert for anyone who ain't seen the movie.
Yeah, in the last one, they're like at a cookout, ignoring some warning. They're like, yeah, we get this stuff all the time. And the boss is like walking to his car and he gets shot like through the neck.
Oh, but he lived though.
No.
I could have sworn he lived.
I'm pretty positive he died. I didn't watch that movie.
Bro, I'm gonna be real with you. So it's very funny because that movie was
What?
Oh man, we're at a break mark, but I'm gonna risk it. So remember the punk ass bitch who I had to choke out and kind of show what the fuck was up at our old school, who put my name in their mouth.
Oh yeah.
So that was like our
little milk dud head ass boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was our movie. Like that was like we were bad boys, right? We were the will, of course.
One of you.
But that was our thing. And so it was funny because we weren't friends when the third one came out. And just in the sake of like trying to forgive and let go and move on and like get peace for myself in general, I allowed this individual within my sphere. And I was like, you know, a good way to just be like, worst case scenario, if this person is exactly who I think they are, like kind of just be like, put closure to it, say goodbye, is go see this movie. I went to go see the movie with this individual, and then like I was like, oh God, I could have skipped this movie. Like I could have skipped like hanging out with you. This is just like, this is all wrong.
Both were shitty.
This is all wrong completely. And so it was in that moment that I was like, yeah, I'm good. There's no going back anymore.
Oh yeah. It's funny because like when you burn bridges, you can never build them back the same. You know? And they're always going to be kind of skewed. Yeah.
And I try really hard to never burn bridges. But each person has their breaking point. I have my point of no return. You know, you probably have your point of no return.
I'm opposite, bro. I burn bridges quick, bro. As soon as I feel like you've wronged me or tried to, get out of here. I love me way more than I love anybody else. And like, it can come off dickhead all you want, but It is what it is, you know? And like sometimes it won't even be a conversation. People will just be like, oh, like like the individual we know that was talking behind our back, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm never mentioning that name. I'm never sending that. I'm not sending business. I'm not.
Yeah.
And like everyone's like, oh, would you have a conversation with him? No. Fuck him and his mat. You know? But that's just it. Like once the bridge is burned, I'm never going back.
And see, I would have a conversation for the sake of forgiveness, for the sake of moving on, for the sake of brotherhood, for the sake of like.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like I forgive this person.
Yeah.
Like it is what it is. I don't care. Like you're the one going through whatever you're going through. But brotherhood, you burnt that bridge. I'm never build, and I won't help you build it back.
Yeah.
Like all that other stuff, that's a privilege. Like for you to tell someone like, oh, we're brothers, that's a fucking privilege, bro.
Yeah.
Like that loyalty, that love, that like everything that comes into being that close with someone is something that's earned.
Yeah.
It's not given.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
And so I need to be more clear. I handle it the same way you handle it, in the sense of like, I'm not doing the work for this relationship. You burnt that shit. Like, miss me with all that. But I am willing to come a quarter of the way down the mile, right? Like, you know, just to give you a chance to see if you change, to see if you really mean it. Because most people don't really mean it. Most people, they just want to manipulate you and use you how they want to use you. And go ahead. No.
I was just gonna I was just pointing at you.
Yeah, and so since most people want to use you in that way, it's just that's how they're going to maneuver. That's how they're going to operate when everything is said and done. So I'll give them, like I always say, I give them enough rope to hang themselves with, because I want to have hope that you're going to be better than what I know you're going to be at the end of the day.
Yeah, honestly, like I forgive them, and like you can go and change. But as of right now, this should happen like 2-3 weeks ago. Like and then also knowing what I know about this person, I guarantee you 100% he lied to my face. I'm like, oh, I didn't say any of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's just like whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And like, go on, live your life, have fun, do your thing. You know, we don't have to be friends. We don't need to be like. We don't have to. I don't need him. You don't like.
Yeah.
And like overall, he doesn't need me. So there's no point in burning the bridge.
No. Yeah. I mean, I think technically overall, you'd have to say he needs you, because the overall goal is financial, and if you're not, you know.
Well, I just don't want to, like, I'm not the only person in the world who trains jiu-jitsu, you know what I mean? I'm not the baddest dude in every mat everywhere. Mm-hmm. Like, so it's like, did he try and use me for those things? Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, I knew and I allowed it. But does he need me for those things? Yes and no. Like, I'm not irreplaceable.
I get what you're saying. Same with me. I'm not irreplaceable.
Yeah. So it's just like, fuck you, don't trip. And if you do, I hope you scraped your knee. That's it. Have a good day.
I hope you don't die if you trip, because we lost the camera.
Yeah, well, if you trip, I hope you scrape your knee, get up, and it burns, and then go about your day. That's really it.
You know, I'm just trying to subscribe to this whole kind mindset, unless it's on mother chuckers like Diddy. If that's what he did, I don't know if that's what he did. So allegedly, whatever happened, anyone who is of that bullying, selfish, hurting children, hurting women, taking advantage of people, anyone who's of that lifestyle mindset, eat a bag of dicks. And that's all I'll say about that.
Extra large bag.
But you were talking about your boy Silva. I'm telling you, Demetrius Johnson. Like, did you see that he just competed in Pans this last weekend?
I did see that. I actually reposted it, and I think it's funny because I have a lot of friends that I was like, yeah, try jiu-jitsu. And they're like, I ain't trying jiu-jitsu with your big ass so you can lay on me. Bro, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know a big dude in the world who would rather roll with someone Demetrius Johnson's size compared to me, just because the speed difference is drastic. Mm-hmm. And like, my pressure is a lot to you, but to another big dude, no, I don't think. Like, I'm pretty sure he can stand it a little longer. Yeah. But that speed difference is not something that we can easily compensate for.
No.
You know, and like, How long was that match? 45 seconds? A minute and a half?
Wait, which one? He had a few.
The one he won, the one where the 6'3", 250-pound brown belt. It was not long.
I'm pretty sure. I need to go back and watch it, but I'm pretty sure it was like almost the whole thing. Did he get a submission on that one? I don't remember.
It was a bow and arrow choke, and it was not the whole thing.
You're right. It was a bow and arrow from. He set it up from Turtle, the rolling bow and arrow choke. That's what he did. Ooh, I remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, it was the rolling bow and arrow choke, and then pretty much what happened, bro, is he took him down. The dude tried to like turtle up, and he ended it. It was like a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Yeah, no, they stood. That's what I'm saying. They stood for a little bit though. It wasn't like right away, and he took him down, right? Like
he did take. He
switched from the single.
He
to
used
the
the
double.
same one. He got that arm grip, the same one you like, pretty much, except instead of using the lapel and feeding it through their legs in half guard.
Yeah.
He did it standing. He took the wrist and fed it through the same way.
I only like that in half guard because people just try to stand up. It's not because I like it there. It's just that it's there, and it's
it's where you use it, you know. But he did the same thing, and the dude thought like, "Oh, I'm just gonna power my leg down." No, bro. He has leverage. He has he's like. One thing they say in football that they say in every fucking that's true in every sport: low man wins. Mm-hmm. You can't get lower than Demetrius Johnson when you're 6'5".
That's
6'3".
true. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, stop judging books by its covers.
I think I love what he did as a martial artist in general, just challenging himself. First off, let's give my man some applause. Because, he went out there and he tested his belt. He won his division, was like, yo, I didn't have enough matches. I want more. Let's go.
Yeah. I wonder how much goes into it if it's like, honestly, I don't even think so. Because, how much of it goes into it like, oh, this is a UFC fighter and not any UFC fighter. This is Demetrius Johnson.
Oh, you mean like people getting psyched out? People,
yeah.
I don't think I get to. I wonder if people get psyched out, but I don't think I would.
I don't know, bro, because so there's two people who do random ass nagas all the time. One is John Jones. I think if I stepped on the mat and I look up and it's John Jones, I'd probably be like, "Are you fucking kidding me, bro?" Oh, and then like even then, I think if I was in a finals and it's an open division and I'm like looking across and then it's Demetrius Johnson, I think I'd be like, "Yo." Yeah. Hey, get him out of here.
Yo, you might be right. I'm over here trying to just think of like on the spot where I would be at. I just think of, I just feel like I don't know. I'm not fighting him in combat, so I feel a little bit more safer. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like I think that's really where it's coming down. Is that false sense of security because we're not throwing blows that I'll be okay.
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's like, am I going to be okay or not? I think it's more of like a starstruck type thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter if you're Team Demetrius Johnson or Team UFC. You cannot deny that man's skill, ability, and just dedication to being a martial artist.
Team UFC. Who's on Team UFC? Probably Dana White in UFC.
I don't know. I think like I get why they made the move. He cleaned the division out like 2 times, and then he's like, they didn't want to pay him because the pay-per-views aren't big. Like watching 185 and below, because those are the popular weight classes right now. Mm-hmm. That's new. It was always heavyweight until heavyweight was garbage.
Yeah.
You know, so back then they weren't trying to pay a 125 or 135 or the big bucks.
And I get it even now. I don't want to keep droning on about UFC, but I do want to talk about DJ and just what you were saying about being across from him and just feeling the safety. Like I said, feeling the safety of that. Starstruck. I don't know if I'd necessarily be starstruck, but you know what's really cool is that I think about this is we're in the same division. He's Masters too. So I'm not a brown belt yet, but like he could pull up in the tournament, you know, when I'm a brown belt or black belt in the future, and I could roll against the great, you know, Demetrius Johnson. That'd be dope.
Look, bro, let me know when you do. Let me know when you do, because I'm gonna put 5 on you and 20 on him.
Bro, I might, you know, I trash talk guard pullers, but I might actually pull guard on that one.
Maybe so. whenever I watch that, and it's something even I do, it's overconfidence as a big dude. Like as a bit, like more times than not, people have tried to take me down and failed. But the few times people have actually taken me down, there's a shock factor to it.
Yeah.
And I think that dude thought, like, he's not gonna take me down. Yeah, the fuck he did, dude. Yeah, the fuck he did.
That's
dude.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and like I can even tell, like when he hit the ground, he just seemed kind of like.
You know what? I have yet to take you down yet. Like really take you down. I think like you've given me all your takedowns, but there's big guys who I know I've taken down that are like your size or like maybe even a little bit bigger, and there's a shock value. It's like, oh crap, he took me down, and I'm like, yep. Now I get to ride out this top side control. You're gonna have a long day, buddy.
Yeah, and like the thing is like, I don't martial arts sprawl. I football sprawl. Like I get my legs back and like pressure the shoulders and
Copy. Yeah.
Like, but like that's why I always kind of like, if you ever notice, I'll like give you my leg, and as soon as I see you start like, especially like if there's a size difference, people will do this thing like this when I know they're like, all right, he's giving me the leg, I'm gonna go for it. They'll look at it like 2 or 3 times. So like, that's when I'm like, yeah. Yeah, sprawl time, buddy.
Got him. That's funny. Yeah, no, I don't. Real quick, we just lost the wide, so that's just not rolling. So these two are rolling. So if that one stops on you, then we gotta.
Yeah, we're good. Let's keep going.
Yeah, that's. I never thought about with the sprawls of just doing the football sprawl, but I guess that's kind of what I do too. My problem is I suck on getting my leg back sometimes.
Oh yeah, see, and like I have heavy ass legs to rely on, and then whenever I like shoot them back, it breaks a lot of grips.
Oh yeah, because you got a lot like more
to grab on. Like it's harder to grab onto it.
Yeah, so if someone grabs. So yeah, you're right. I felt that. No diddy, no doubt.
No, I've been saying that. I don't even want to sing it because it goes perfectly. I love the way you work it. No diddy.
I don't want to back that up though.
Yeah, but the song makes sense now, right?
It does. We were talking about your leg. You're right. Because I've tried to like grab it sometimes, and
when I shoot it back, your grip breaks.
And I can't. I think I would have to. It's tough because some things I don't feel like I can try on you in a practice room, if that makes sense.
What do you mean?
Unless we were like, hey, this is a competition role. Like if we like had that understanding going into it, was like, hey, I'm gonna play this like with a competition, then I think I'd be able to be willing to go in and try to grab your leg with full strength. But if we're doing it in a practice sense, I know that I wouldn't be able to do it with just my normal strength, that I have to, you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta use more strength. And I don't even know if at full strength I could pull your leg in, is what I'm trying to say. But the only way for me to ever test that is for us to be like, yo, this is a competition role. Because I would never fully commit in a practice.
If you ever want to take that competition role, man, just let me know.
Man, you don't want that smoke.
Hey, I'll leave it. I'll let you know. I'm down for any and all smoke. I don't mind.
Maybe I will take up that challenge because my man has got a belt, and I want a belt.
Oh yeah, Michael Ross, my boy.
Man, respect. Yeah, he's got a belt, and I was like,
yeah, I seen that.
You know, he was looking at T.
He said I wanted that belt. Last time I seen him, he's like, I don't know if it was on air or not, but he looked at me. He's like, I'm doing Naga because I want that belt.
Yeah,
respect.
No, respect. Shout out to you, bro. Now when he was on here, he was like. He was talking about T. He was like, he's seen all T medals. He's like, man, I want some medals. So I was like, man, I want a belt. Like that's how I feel now. So
yeah, honestly though, T's a bad dude, bro. T's a bad dude, and like I've only rolled with him once, and the time I seen him here. But the thing about T that I realized very quickly is he does the same thing I do. He takes little things from football in terms of like how to keep your base, how to like little things like that, and he just powers people down. He just powers people down. And then I don't know how big he is into weightlifting, but my assumption is pretty deep because that's
Man, you might have him come for your head, giving out his secrets out here like that.
The thing is, I don't think he cares. The thing, look, correct me if I'm wrong, T, bro, but you can tell everybody what T's gonna do, and he's still gonna do it.
Yeah, no,
and, you know,
no, big facts.
That's the mentality he has. He said, "I'll tell you, I'm about to double leg you. You're not gonna stop it."
That is true. I try to stop it because actually, I don't think I've actually gotten to a standing game with T.
If you train at Forge, there's no room.
No, there's room. There's room. We got room. We got room.
The time I was there, it was
no. Open mats are kind of like wall to wall. Like, you know, there's not much you can really do. But when you're talking about,
okay, I was about to say your neighbors are wilding.
No, we ain't wilding. But my lady
Something's
home.
in the way. How you doing?
What's up? Pause. What were we talking about? We're talking about.
Talking about how T dominates motherfuckers.
Oh, no. So we were just saying that, just open mats. Open mats are a different thing. So open mats, it's always packed in open mats. I don't think I've been to one open mat and it hasn't been at least like 50, 60 people, it seems like.
Look, I went to the one and I was like, I need 3 days of recovery because I was like, I'm going to take a rest round. And everyone's like, no, you ain't. No, you let me get one.
They wanted to ride that big boy. No Diddy.
No Diddy at all, bro. Relax. It's definitely back. She was like, what?
My lady was like, what? I wish we had a camera for her face.
She said, hey, pause.
She was like, that's disgusting, bro.
It's no Diddy now.
Yeah, I think she told me. Or did you tell me? Someone told me.
Hey, it's going around now. That's the thing, and I hope it lasts forever.
Yeah. Speaking of lasting forever, we can't last forever on this topic. We are about our halfway mark. But you have the book over there. I think there was.
Yeah. Okay.
I got a question.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. What's your question? Because I know you got a question for me.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna use my man's name. I gotta find it. I gotta find the message right now. Because I saved it. So what I did was I've been archiving these questions and stuff so we can start asking them because
these are from the IG, right?
Yeah. So IG, and then also I got some actual text messages too.
Ooh. Yeah, and if y'all have any questions for us, write them in the comments.
Oh, you know what I need? I need my phone. I need my phone.
Sheesh.
Yeah, just gotta pause.
I'll entertain the people.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all got any questions, hit us on IG. I know they said growing up there's no such thing as a stupid question. There is. There's 100% a stupid question. And I would say, like, what's a stupid question about jiu-jitsu, JaySin?
How to get out of an armbar?
When do we do karate kicks? That's the one that, bro, have you ever has anyone ever asked you when they do karate stuff?
No.
Bro, I was at this class one day and someone was like, when do we start learning how to break boards? And I was like, wrong gym, brother.
Oh, in jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Get up out of here.
Yeah, I was like, wrong gym, brother. Get out of here. Wrong place.
Yeah, no, that's not. Although it would be cool to break a board, man.
I guess,
Like, I've never broken a board. Oops. I've never broken a board in my life, but I think that would be a really cool thing to do.
Broken a back.
That's funny. I would love to. When you watch a karate movie, that was like the coolest thing is when people broke the boards or whatever.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Growing up watching karate movies, I was never fully convinced that the dude in the movie could beat me up. So like I'm around the same age as like the whack karate kid, Will Smith's son.
Oh, Jaden.
When he came out, like, so me and him are the same age. When he came out with Karate Kid, I was like, bullshit. I was like, you
can't do it.
I just like that's the thing, bro. Like, there are certain things in like movies that it's hard for me to believe. Like, Dune. I love Dune 2. That was a good movie. Dune 2
I still haven't seen the first one.
I'm not gonna say anything, but here's the thing. I don't care who says he's the Messiah or whatever for Dune or whatever. Timothy Chalamet can get to work, bro. I'll beat that boy up. In Dune, in real life, like, it's just not believable to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not believable. You know, and then even then, like the last fight in the movie, the way it goes, I'm like, yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah, right. It just looks weird.
I need to check it out.
Yeah, like to me, it was an obvious stunt double, and then like after it was all over, he was like, they're like, cut, stand right there, breathe heavy, action. And that's how it played out.
That was Conor McGregor in Roadhouse.
What else did you expect?
I mean,
I didn't expect much.
I didn't expect much either. I just
yeah, like, who the fuck is that guy?
This man had the fucking nerve to say that fucking acting is harder than fucking fighting. I can't even do an accent.
So the thing is, for him, it might be because Conor McGregor didn't start being a fighter, or he didn't start being a martial artist in 2013 when we got put on Conor McGregor.
Yeah,
he's been a martial artist his whole life, but pretending to be something that he isn't, because I don't care what anyone says. You can call McGregor a plant. The same dude who was like, who the fuck is that guy? He's pretty much proven that's just kind of who he is.
Yeah.
But acting, that's out of your comfort zone. Like whenever we first started doing this, I was telling you, like, I don't know how I feel about being in front of cameras. Yeah. Like, I've played in front of stadiums. And now, like, the camera, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's a struggle for me, too. I'm still like, no.
You know?
Sometimes you see me sometimes, I just got to close my eyes and breathe real quick. I just be like, you're doing those weird noises and stuff.
What it is, bro, is I refuse to watch these back.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's whenever I started. That's whenever I realized it was hard for me to, like, just come on the camera and be myself, is whenever I was continuously watching them back.
I should make you sit in the editing session.
Oh, bro, that shit
these.
would be cringe.
Yeah, but you come, when after a while, you get to this level of acceptance, like, yeah, I'm just that ugly. No, that's my ugly nose.
Well, I didn't think I was ugly.
That's that. Okay, I hate myself, so, you know.
We're going to change that, brother.
No, I don't hate myself so much now, dude. I'm good at jiu-jitsu. Now what, y'all? What?
Basically what I was going to do is, you know, when you used to get hemmed up and they'd be like, say uncle. Mm-hmm. Next time I'm going to get you in a choke, I'm like, no, say you're good. Say you're good at jiu-jitsu. Say you love yourself. Get out of here.
Nah, you know, when it comes to that, I can accept that I'm good. I just know I'm not elite yet. And as long as I hold on to that as like my goalpost, I'll be okay.
Oh no, I think there's a fine line to it, bro. Everybody has to have some kind of ego, you know, or else you're never going to progress. But the thing is too much ego. Whenever you start openly considering yourself elite, like LeBron's 40. He barely started talking shit like I'm the fucking GOAT like a year and a half ago. But at this point, it's like, how can you really argue? Yeah. You know? So, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I also do agree with you. And, like, as soon as in your mind you're like, I'm elite, no one can take me down, that is the death of fucking progress right there. Yeah. You know?
No, you're right. And I don't ever want to be like, oh, no one can ever take me down. I believe anyone can take me down at any point in time. I got tapped by a white belt this week.
Sheesh. At Forge?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was legit tap, and it's funny because he was like, I always feel like upper belts just give it to me. I was like, bro.
let me let you know something, brother.
Let me talk to you about me right here. Let me tell you how much I downplay how good I am, like we were talking about. And I feel the same exact way anytime upper belt gives me any good criticism. I wouldn't BS you because I don't want anyone to do it to me. If I tell you you got it, you got it.
I've honestly never felt that way, just because I don't think anybody's ever, like, in jiu-jitsu, I don't think anyone's ever, like, taken me lightly. Like, anytime I've submitted someone, I've always felt like I did it just because, like, I don't know. I don't feel like anyone's ever, like let's roll, and then they're, like, playing around with me, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
You know, but I could be wrong, you know. I'd have to go back and ask my past professors.
Okay. Yeah. Well, speaking of asking, let's ask this question. I finally found it. Yeah. After all this.
10 hours later.
10 hours later. Okay. So, pretty much the questions from my boy He says, I want to compete in the OC Open in April. However, I'm hesitant to sign up. Both my rotator cuffs are torn, and I can't lift my arms above my head without pain. Anytime I get stuck in bottom side control, I can only really bump and look for my underhook. I have no problem tapping during training, but can't trust myself in the competitive setting, so I'm kind of torn about it and what to do. Do you have any advice for a neuro blue belt? DJ, I'm gonna let you handle that one first, because I've already kind of answered this.
Do I know this person?
No, you do not. You do not know this person.
Hey, brother, fix your shoulders. I wouldn't compete. I'm trying to remember his name because I used to love training with this dude. But at one of my first schools, there was a guy, he tore his rotator cuff as a bouncer. Never fixed it. Last time, whenever I met him, he couldn't lift his shoulder past parallel. So he'd get to here, no go. And it's because he never fixed it. Okay. He had the same issue. He's like, it's hard, it gives me pain, but I gotta work. I'm a mechanic and a bouncer. I got things I gotta do. I got a family. And I don't, over time, last time I seen him was a year ago. He's lost more mobility in his shoulder. He doesn't train anymore because he's it's like getting here, and at this point he needs a new shoulder. He doesn't need his rotator cuff repaired. He needs a new shoulder.
Oh, wow.
So as much as jiu-jitsu is fun and to tap into that competitive sphere is fun, and even in some cases important just to, like you said, test your belt, know how you react under pressure. You have to think about the condition your body's in and fix that and then revisit.
Copy. Yeah.
Is this an older person or a younger person?
I believe he's in his 30s, late 30s, early 40s. So yeah, he's older. Yeah, I would 100% say, man, fix your shoulders and then come and then take a shot at it, just because we see those videos on Instagram of rotator cuffs, whenever they're in a Kimura and then the shoulder just kind of goes all the way around. It looks like the arm went normal, but it did not. That thing's destroyed. They can't pick it up, they can't move it. And I don't know if this person has kids or grandkids or anything. I guarantee you'd rather play with them than roll on a mat. Yes. Especially, being able to pick them up or whatever.
Yeah.
My answer is pretty much the same and this just goes for anyone who's experienced anyone who's experiencing any injury. Let me use my words correctly today.
Yeah, any injury in any sport, take care of your body first.
Yes. I was that kid who head first into everything. I'm paying for my decisions now for not getting my knee fixed when I was younger. Not to drone on about my knee again, but I could have got it fixed. I could have done the surgeries, but I didn't want to. I was like, oh, I'm walking again. It's cool. Oh, I'm running. It hurts a little bit, but once it heals up, I'll be able to. Nah.
Yeah, 100%.
It's still not the same, and I'm paying for it now. So if you have an injury, especially if you plan on trying to do the sport for a very long time, prioritize your recovery, prioritize healing, prioritize your safety. It's funny, last night I was rolling with someone and I was looking around. I was like, hey, watch this. Don't get your head hit. And I was like, and I would stop. He's like, oh, what's going on? He's like, have you been injured before? I was like, no. I'm just always aware of my surroundings in general. Yeah. As a martial artist, you should be aware of your surroundings. And if you're in a life or death situation, you need to know, oh, there's a door here, there's a pole here, oh, there's a curb there. If I get into this engagement here, I got to jump over this curb and skirt this pole just to not even get hit. You know what I'm saying?
I've never even thought about how watching your surroundings in jiu-jitsu can translate into. I'm just trying to protect people, but you're 100% right. You're training yourself to, while you're in the action, looking around, what's your surrounding? Where's the door? Where's the curb? I've never thought of it like that.
Especially if you happen in a self-defense scenario, the last place you want to be is on the ground, so to say. You want to be able to disengage and get away. But if you do end up on the ground, if they do have friends, you want to be able to hear when they're coming up or see when they're coming up, so you can try to get up, get away, stand up. I know it's easier said than done, but if you're fighting some everyday average Joe and you're a blue belt, you better be able to get out that situation or your gym is trash.
I won't say that, bro. I won't say that because there's different blue belts. There's some blue belts that I believe call the cops. Don't need to call the cops, bro.
That's because their gym is trash.
Nah,
because they got promoted and they're just trash.
So one of the toughest gyms I've been at, there was a blue belt. I don't think he got the belt from there, but he was there, and he was there for a good amount of time. I've seen Buddy get put to sleep multiple times. Like I was there for over a year, and I never watched him win a roll. Never. It seemed like he never rolled. He never progressed. He rolled every day, but he was one of those. I just see red, and call the cops, bro. Call the cops. 100% call the cops.
And that's what I'm saying. I imagine he probably only got promoted because he had been there for so long and not because of his skill. Okay, it's a blanket statement of saying your gym is trash if you're a blue belt and can't handle yourself with self-defense aspect. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Let me take the blanket statement back, but let me just say, colloquially, if you're a blue belt, 9 times out of 10, you should be able to handle any average Joe on the street and be able to get up and get out of a situation at will.
So here's check this out. So we both know a gym, right? Not a lot of people in that gym.
Yeah.
But there's one bad motherfucker in that gym. You know who I'm talking about.
I'm going to think about it because if not...
You can cut it. You know, it's, here.
Just say his name, I'll cut it.
It's not a she. It's not a he.
Oh, okay. Copy.
Now, do you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Rest of the gym, some bums. Blue belts, purple belts. Yeah. One of the professors, I would say he's a bad motherfucker. Friday nights, he's a bad dude.
Yeah, no.
I
agree with that.
Is it their fault or is it the way the students are internalizing it? So it's kind of like a 50-50 thing, It's how serious are your students taking this? And how comfortable do they feel asking questions and progressing?
But so this is kind of why I was saying your gym is trash. Because if you don't feel comfortable asking questions, if your coach, if your leader isn't, inspiring you to take it more seriously, even if it's not to compete, but like, hey, I want to get better at jiu-jitsu and find some goal within it, that's why I'm saying your gym is trash. Okay,
I get you. Look, I was just, I get you.
No. My lady says this is what I'm saying necessarily isn't wrong. It's just I have to break it down and explain it so people understand. Because I kind of just shoot the first thing out. It's no, your gym's trash. It's
bums.
But your gym's not necessarily trash under these scenarios and these. You get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get you. 100%. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the number one thing when it comes to self-defense and learning self-defense is being honest with yourself. Are you someone who can take a self-defense situation and pin that dude down and call the cops? In some cases, yeah. I would say if you were in that situation, I think you'd be able to handle yourself. I rolled with you a lot. Yeah. You know what I mean? Me, I think for the most part, I'd be able to handle myself. My brothers,
They trash, huh? All your brothers trash, huh?
I'll say this much, bro. I'm trying to get his ass one of my brothers, I've never beat him.
Okay, who?
Steve, the one who's married. Right. The thing is, bro, what pisses me off about Steve is he has Lissa. Lissa is been around jiu-jitsu her whole life. If you go into that gym, her sisters, her brothers, there's baby pictures of them in order. This is their gym. You will never catch Steve with the same thing twice. And I'm not the only one who says this. The people at that gym will say it. The people at, my other brothers will say it. And the reason for it is, if you catch him, he's going to go home. He's going to tell Lissa. They're going to talk it out. And they're going to sit there. And they're going to watch YouTube videos. And then they're going to pull out the mats. And then Lissa's going to get him in that. And he's going to try it. And then he's going to be well, maybe I can use it. He's that guy, bro. And the biggest thing that's annoying about it is he doesn't compete.
Steve, I want the smoke. I want it all. I'm going to get you 3 times with the same move. I don't know which one, though.
Bro, so here's what I'll say. You know how my lapel game annoys you? Mm-hmm. Mine's a watered-down version of his. He's way better.
Ooh, that's fun. Yeah. My rules for lapels, you know them. I love it.
Bro, honestly, I've never openly said I don't think I can beat someone. Right now, I don't think I can beat Steve.
Okay.
I don't think so. Archie, it's whoever ends up on bottom. Whoever gets the takedown, Oh, did he? It's whoever gets the takedown is going to win.
Hey, so Steve, we're going to be in a battle room. We're going to get a hyperbolic time chamber, and we're going to train, and we're both going to beat you. Now what?
Steve's going to make you hate him.
I know.
Steve's going to make you hate him, bro.
That's the point. Like, you talk all this. People think I talk shit because I just like talking shit. I talk shit so you force me to get better. Because if not, I'm lazy and I'm not going to have a reason to.
I get you, but you know how it's like there's that guy that's like beats the shit out of you and then like, oh, you're getting so much better. You're just saying like he's just so fucking nice and you're like, be a dick about it. It's Steve.
He's a dick about it?
No. Oh. No, nicest guy in the world. Nicest guy in the world. Like honestly, like growing up, the dudes at school hated Steve, but their girlfriends loved him. And that's why the guys hated Steve. But Steve's the nicest dude I've ever met. I've lived in multiple cities, multiple states. I've lived in another country. Steve is the nicest dude I've ever met in my life.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then the worst part is they're choking the fuck out.
Well,
you know,
Steve, come choke me out, or I'm gonna come get choked out. Whatever the case is, we coming for your neck.
Look. His baby's born soon, and I'm gonna pull up down.
See, that's what happens when men have children. They start getting soft. They start freaking. So you got to wait till he has a kid, and then like a year later, then we'll get them. That's the plan. That's the plan.
Or they develop that man strength and think about the rest of the family. They grew up in that gym. That baby's gonna be born and then sat at the corner of the mat.
Nah, Steve's been sitting on the throne too long. He's getting soft. That's what happens when you sit at the top too long.
Hey, brother. Look, I'll take you to him. I'll take you to him. I'll call him and let him know. But
it's easy to talk this mess over here behind this camera and this computer wall or whatever.
The funny thing is, I know him so well. I know what his reply would be. He'd laugh. He'd be like, "Then bring it, dog." And then he changed the subject.
Let's do it. Let's go. Let's take a trip. Let's take a road trip.
All right, G. Look, bro. Look, there's nothing going on in my hometown. There's nothing there, bro. All they do is train. Like honestly, and I'm like, it's not even through bias. That's one of the gyms that every time I visit, I get beat the most. And it's just, they have a lot of big dudes. They have a lot of really high level dudes. They have a very strong women's program. And then they have like they take it fucking serious. Like no one in there is joking around.
Okay. Like
they're all passionate about this. Like when I went to their wedding, everyone there was students of their gym. So it's it's a community. It's a community.
Okay.
But yeah, man. Yeah, I don't think either of us are beating Steve.
I'll plead the fifth for now.
Hey, look, I'll never back down from the roll. Mm-hmm. But you know, I'm pretty confident that as of right now, Steve's not getting beat by me.
Okay. All right, we got off topic here. What were we talking about before that?
I don't even know. I got excited.
I looked. I totally forgot. Like I forgot.
Oh, we were talking about the jiu-jitsu question. About your friend.
Let's circle back here.
My bad.
You know, I love a good challenge. But circling back to just safety and just being on the mat, the goal is to stay on the mat as long as you can. You're not going to do that if you can't lift your arm above your head. And you're not going to do that with 2 torn rotator cuffs, I think you said. 2?
Yeah.
2? To quote DJ, 2? Is that what you do? I don't know how you do it. Like you said like 2.
2?
Yeah, 2.
You're crazy.
It's a lot to deal with to come back from. So I would say rest up, heal up, man. Forget the competition in April. Maybe look at the competition towards the end of the year. There's Worlds in August in Vegas. I know they got JJ World Leagues probably in October.
Before you give them into the year tournaments, how bad is this rotator cuff? Because like if it's not that bad and it's small incisions and they can go in and fix it, I'd say end of the year. But if it's like a full shoulder replacement, start looking for next summer, bro.
Especially if you're still training, because you know you're not taking it light in the training room.
Yeah, next
Very
summer,
few people do. Even I, who says I take it light, still sometimes I'm pushed just because of who I go with. Because you know what? Let me ask you this question: how do you deal with annoying trading partners?
I started a podcast with him now. I'm all jokes.
Bazinga got me. Hold on, this one. There we go.
Honestly, I'm 100% of the guy that I'm okay with not talking to people in like anywhere, you know. Yeah. And if there's someone at my gym that I find annoying, don't get me wrong, I'll roll with them, but I won't carry on conversation. Like I'll be like, just roll, brother.
Okay,
just roll. But if what they're doing is annoying, rolling wise, like if they're doing something that's considered like, we're practicing right now, why are you being a dickhead? Then that I know forever that's just how we get down. Mm-hmm. That's just how we get down, and don't ever get mad at me for doing it to you. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like no shade to anyone. Like at the gym I'm at now, I talk to everyone. Everyone's cool.
Yeah.
But I've definitely been at gyms where I'm like, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean. I've definitely been at those gyms too.
Yeah, like we come to the same place. You know, we have similar hobbies, but we are not cool.
We are not cool at all.
Yeah, and then like, I don't know. Usually after a while, if you give someone that energy, they'll stop trying.
Yeah.
And like. But, like, what do you mean by annoying?
Well, I mean, so, like, for me, one of the biggest things is, like, if I've never met you before, I don't care what rank you are, you don't got to give me your full strength. Like, you don't have to give me your full strength the whole time and try to push the pace and try to prove whatever, because that's a one-way ticket to piss me off. Because, like, most of the time, I'm here to just have fun. I'm here to... For me, jiu-jitsu is the puzzle of it. Can I beat your technique and your overall skill is what I'm trying to beat. Not necessarily, I'm not trying to beat your strength.
No, so we're gonna go back to the first episode. We're about to reference the first episode or the second episode.
Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about. Let's go.
So like with me, remember whenever I was like, I hate that people say I'm so strong. Like I don't say you're so fast, you know? Yeah. Some people don't know how to separate. Some people don't know how to be athletic without being like, oh, I'm using all my strength. Some people don't really know. But that specific person, I know that that's how he is, and I'm never rolling with him. Like the guy at the school, the guy that Jimmy was like laughing like, bro, you discouraged the fuck out of him. Yeah. It's because that's how he is. As soon as he grabbed me, I felt like he was like using all of his strength, and if I did allow him to get to a position, it wasn't gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna start cranking the submission slow. It was gonna be a
I will say this, shout out to him though. The next time we rode together, freaking spot on. Like as far as like, hey, I'm working my technique. This we don't have to battle each other for strength here. Like it was spot on, and I loved every second of it.
Well, the thing is like that comes with time. Like I'm not throwing shade at him. He's super new, but at the end of the day, back to one of the first episodes again. It is my job to protect myself, and that's how. So that's pretty much how I treat it. If there's someone that I like personality-wise, they're annoying, I'll legit just kind of like, oh, you want to roll? Okay, let's roll. You don't have any questions? Go over there. Don't talk to me. Yeah. And vice versa, like, whatever. But if it's like they're annoying because of how they roll, then I'm going to match them. Yeah. You know? And then that's really it.
What if they're like purple belt, brown belt, black belt?
Look, dude, I care about belts to the extent of that whenever I get my black belt, I want to open a school and kind of be what my coaches were for me. Yeah. You know? And just kind of have that, what's the word I'm looking for? Not validation, but just that notoriety of being a black belt. So my students will respect me. But I back down from nothing, and I don't expect anyone to back down from me. So I would treat the purple belts, the brown belts, if I find them annoying, like the same way. Like, don't talk to me. Like, I don't care that you're a higher belt. I don't care that we're the same belt. Like, we don't need to talk.
What if it was a black belt and he was like, hey, you want to roll? And you didn't want to roll with him.
Dude, okay. Okay, check this out. I'm not going to name names, but third gym I was at in San Diego. I don't know if he's still there now, but he had the worst smelling gi. I've been training jiu-jitsu for 8 years now. He had the worst smelling gi ever, bro. And I thought it was just one gi. No, all of them, because he throws them and leaves them in his trunk and then just recycles them. And he was a black belt, and I used to tell him straight up, like, I'm not gonna roll with you. And I never said why. And then one day he was like, it wasn't a lot of people in the class, and it was just kind of him, the professor, and like 2 other people. And I knew I was gonna have to be paired up with him all day. I didn't even change. I just left. And the next day he asked me why. And I was like, if you want to go outside, I'll tell you, bro. I'm not going to tell you in front of everybody, but I'll tell you. And I told him, like, bro, you fucking smell terrible. You fucking smell terrible. I'm like, I get that you can beat me up. I get that you're trying to teach me, but I don't like smelling you. I'm so glad that I'm a white belt and I'm over here and you're a black belt and you're over here because you fucking smell bad.
Yeah.
He hated me after that, bro. Hated me. But I'm like, I shouldn't have to roll with you just because you're a black belt and you stink.
Yeah. No,
You
big
know?
fact.
But I will say this about that guy, crazy as spider guard, crazy fucking spider guard, annoying fucking spider guard. And he always beat people the same way, bicep slicers.
That's annoying. That's annoying.
He was good as shit, dude. He was good as shit. He just smelled like, as good as he was how bad he smelled. And both were high.
I just feel like bicep slicers are almost like they're up there with wrist locks, calf slicers. Like
Hey, wrist locks.
I love the dark arcs. Don't get me wrong, and I think there's a place for them, and I think you should know them. And I think when I think about that's how I separate my jiu-jitsu. It's like
not in training. I'm talking about in tournaments.
In tournaments,
In
okay.
tournaments,
Okay.
he's beating people.
So
with
tournaments, again, it would kind of annoy me because it's not life or death. Because like the way I kind of categorize, there's like life or death jiu-jitsu, there's competition jiu-jitsu, there's training room jiu-jitsu, and then there's just flow rolling. Like that's kind of my 4 categories of jiu-jitsu. Most of the time, I'm in just regular, just relaxed jiu-jitsu. I don't ever want to get to competitive jiu-jitsu. If I get there, it's because I have an annoying training partner that has pushed me there, or we've said beforehand, I'm training for a comp, or something like that.
Yeah.
But in self-defense jiu-jitsu, quote unquote life or death jiu-jitsu, bro, yeah, calf slicers, wrist locks, whatever, eye gouges, whatever. No rules at that point.
Yeah.
But like,
I don't know, bro. So the stuff that I'm like the whole, like when people like rub their forearm across faces, that's something that I'm like, you're a bitch for that. But like bicep slicers, wrist locks, all that, to me, that's the game, bro. That's the game. Like one of the first times I got submitted by a black belt, I was starting to kind of spaz just because I was panicking, and he fucking calf sliced the fuck out of me. And I was just kind of like, he just looked at me, he's like, you're too big to be spazzing out like that, bro. And that's how people are going to treat you. They're going to take you out quick.
yeah,
And it stuck with me. And now, because of that, I'm a safe roll. Because of that, like, I care about my training partners and shit like that. But it's part of the game, bro. Like, all submissions are fair game to me.
yeah.
I'll never tell someone not to heel hook me, but if we're rolling and you crank a heel hook on me, do not be mad at what comes back to you, bro.
Nah.
And that's just the way I see it. So the same thing with bicep slicers. They're one of the more painful fucking submissions, bicep and calf slicers. If you get me in that, just know that's how we get down.
Yeah.
Like, you're not the only one who knows them. And then even thinking about it, like, my forearm in between causing a bicep slicer versus yours is going to hurt more because there's more meat. So I just kind of chop it up to, like, if you're going to do it to me, don't be mad when I do it to you.
Nah, big facts. That's where the neon necks come out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't care about nothing.
Yeah. So to me, it's just like, well, it is what it is.
Speaking of not caring about nothing, we got to get out of here. We got to tap out, bro. You got to tap out, bro. I got to make you tap out right now.
No,
tap out this episode.
Is it already an hour?
Man, we're at an hour, bro.
That's crazy. Without the cameras cutting off, that shit.
Yeah,
like
it goes a little
way
bit faster, but like this is helping. So I'm just watching the ticker. I do want to check and see if this is still rolling before we sign off, just so we have the wide. So just give me a second.
Bet.
DJ, before we sign off here, is there anything that you're looking to evolve your jiu-jitsu on? You know what we didn't do? We were supposed to do this top of show. What is your positive? We're going to do this top of show from now on. You got to remember, we have a list. We're going to be organized. What is your positive takeaway from this week? What is your high of this week? We can do a jiu-jitsu high. We do a normal high, whatever the case is. I just want to spread positivity out there before we sign off.
So, for me, there's a couple things, I got a tattoo. I like tattoos, it's really it.
Spada bins.
My little cousin, he was taken out of sports because he was getting some bone spurs in his knee. They told him to sit out for 2 months. They were possibly saying that he wouldn't play sports for more than a year. Turns out it is going to be the 6 months, and he's finally getting his opportunity to play soccer like he wants. So nice. I'm really happy for him with that. And then, yeah.
Dope.
What about you, brother?
I would say some family members of mine said they got some good news on the job, so Pada Ben's there. Hey. I'm not going to put out their information like that. But, they've been working hard, trying to get some things going for a while now. So shout out to them. So that's a positive, just to hear my team, someone on my team on the up and up.
Oh
yeah. For me myself, I would say just kind of getting back on the structure, man. I'm feeling a little bit more structured again. I'm feeling like a little bit of my old self. Starting to feel creative again, been painting again. Like I'm starting to get back into a groove, man.
Yeah, where's it at?
It's over there, bro. It's over there. It's almost done, bro.
It's not done?
No, it's not done yet. It's almost done.
Okay.
I still got some details.
That shit's crazy.
So
I'm jealous.
Yeah. Actually, I may start selling some at some point. I'm working out how long it's going to take me to actually finish it, so I can judge like how long it would take me to do it and what my time's going to be worth for something like that. But
no, I get you.
I feel like we'll talk about it later. But yeah, just all around, just feeling like getting settled into my gyms and just feeling like myself again. I keep saying it like every week, but it's just like more and more. It's like I'm coming back.
No, I feel you.
Yeah.
But yeah, shit. I'm glad you're getting back to where you need to be. I need you at your best for whenever you link up with Steve.
Man, yeah, Steve don't want that smoke. My jiu-jitsu's on point right now.
So, like we say, like, comment, subscribe. You got any questions, hit us up on IG or leave them in the comments on YouTube,
Yeah, let us know. We'll try to answer them. Yeah, we're going to do probably the second half of the show is just going to be answering questions and, trying to really hone in on how to get our jiu-jitsu better and stuff like that. So,
yes, sir.
So, yeah, thank you guys for tapping in. As always, stay blessed.